Yo, what is going on, you slackers? I am your host, Slackerz Gaming, bringing you, the continuation of our little tournament thing that we got going on, where I pit a bunch of potential newcomers, just threw them into a tournament, and then we just kind of vote in the comment section who we want. Each day I upload one video, and it pits two different characters against each other, and of course, whoever has the most votes moves on to the winner's bracket. But of course, if you lose, you're not totally done. I do have a loser's bracket. It is a double elimination thing, so it's just for fun, just to see kind of like what the community really thinks of certain characters, how far they're going to go in the tournament, and that stuff. So we are on to game number 7 of the tournament, and it's starting to get pretty good now. We're getting some better matchups, and we are now starting to get some results of last week's episodes, where I give each episode a 1-week time frame for voting wise, and I literally just got that done. I mean, I said I was going to have it done 1 week, 12 o'clock, midnight from the previous, from one Monday to the next, or from 1 week to the next, 1 7-day period basically. It's 12:15 a.m. for me, so time is up. First game last week was Waluigi versus Ninten, and I kind of kept up with it over the day, the days that it was going on. I'm kind of rambling. I want to get to today's matchup. So real quick, the results are in for last week's. Ninten actually beat Waluigi. I do want to make a quick note, if anyone cares. Waluigi actually had the early lead through like 3 or 4 days. He was ahead of Ninten by about 4 votes or something, but Ninten came back. Ninten wins it, so Ninten is moving on. Get rid of that. Don't really need that right now. Alright, so we're gonna move. I don't feel good about this matchup, but Ninten moves on. For some reason, I want to put that he's a 32nd seed. I like the seedings, don't know why. But I'm going to keep tally of the votes. So he had 28. Parentheses are going to be their votes. Waluigi had 21. Alright, so that means Ninten moves on, and he's going to face King K. Rool, and that will be coming up tomorrow, actually. So Ninten's going to be back in your faces for some voting. I know this is going a little bit longer than usual, but games are starting to see some actual, results, and that's pretty cool. So Waluigi moves down here. What is he, 36 seed? There we go. So there, Wally's in the loser bracket. If he loses again, he's done. So let's get into today's episode, which is game number 7, Bandana Waddle Dee versus Medusa from Kid Icarus. Let's do this. So first up, Bandana Dee, right? From the Kirby series. It seems if Kirby were to get a new rep for the series, a lot of people think Bandana Dee is the perfect fit. He's kind of like one of the, faces of the franchise. I mean, it's already repped pretty well with Kirby, King Dedede, and Meta Knight, but if Bandana and Waddle Dee got into the game, I wouldn't have any arguments with it. And from a lot of character projections and, roster predictions, that kind of stuff, Bandana Dee's like one of the top 10 characters I see a lot of. So, I mean, I think Bandana Dee could go pretty far in the tournament, honestly. I think it has one of the more likely chances for any of the newcomers. I really do. But the opponent, from Kid Icarus, and we'll get to that in a second, actually, I think will put up a pretty decent fight. I really do. But Bandana Dee definitely has to be considered one of the front runners, I guess you could say, for at least the Kirby series overall, and then plus as a newcomer, definitely a top 10 easy, maybe a top 5 easy in a lot of people's list. But moving on to Bandana Dee's opponent, Medusa from Kid Icarus series. Now, the big argument you can make is Sakurai did the Kid Icarus Uprising. He has a lot of people think he's kind of in favor of, franchises such as Kid Icarus. I mean, we did get Palutena and Dark Pit last game. Is there that chance that we end up getting another rep in the series? One thing I keep hearing is Medusa could kind of play as an Echo Fighter of Palutena. I can see it. I can see that. So, I mean, especially with the Echo Fighters getting their term now, I think I've said this in multiple videos, but again, I do believe it, that the roster is going to be filled out with a lot of Echo Fighters. So, just to make it seem like the roster's bigger, So, and Medusa could fill that, with some people Sakurai bias. I'm kind of iffy on it. I mean, you could say, how are you iffy on that? That's a totally different subject. Forget I said that. So, with the Sakurai bias in mind, does Kid Icarus get another rep in the series? I think there's a good chance. I really do. Honestly, at first when I was thinking about rosters, Medusa really wasn't in my thoughts or on my rosters. But I've been giving it a lot more thought. And I really think as an Echo fighter, Medusa could sneak her way onto the roster. I really do think so. But just because of her matchup, I think this is easy for me. I think Bandana Waddle Dee has... I mean, maybe I'm alone on this. I don't know. But I think Bandana Waddle Dee, that gets my vote. He gets my vote easy. That's who I'm voting for. Again, let me know who you guys think. Who do you guys vote for? Bandana Waddle Dee or Medusa from Kid Icarus? Who do you think has the better chance between these two characters? Again, voting will be for 1 week time. So, what is it, Monday? So, next Monday, voting will be cut off, kind of like how I did with Wally and Nintendo. And then we'll see who moves on and who does what and who faces who. So, yeah, that's going to be it for this one. Yeah, we're starting to get some results, which is pretty interesting, pretty fun to see. So, yeah, again, my vote's for Bandana Waddle Dee. Let me know who you guys think down in the comments. If I didn't already say that, I probably did. But anyway, that is it for this one. Hopefully you guys enjoyed, and hopefully we catch you guys on the next one. Peace out, everybody.